So everyone, welcome to the Bachelorette, the morning after recap, and I'm here with Ashley I.
Hi.
Daniella Monet.
Hello.
Oh, and I'm Trisha. So last night, I think it's just all about Jason.
Yeah,
Really?
there's nothing to talk about besides Jason.
Oh,
Yeah, wait,
okay.
what do
Don't
you want to
think?
talk about?
I wanted to talk about Blake.
Really?
Oh.
What about him?
I wanted to talk about his intensity this episode. I felt like it was just like
continues.
yeah.
Builds
There was a
and builds.
lot of levels of Blake that were unspoken. Like nothing was really said, but you could see it in his face. And I felt for him, but then I also was really concerned they were going to make him the villain towards the end because he was so concerned with like where he stood. And Garrett is so happy-go-lucky
So
and kind of
happy-go-lucky.
jovial and
Yeah. Always smiling, always with the slight smile.
Yes.
I'm like, you are so anxious, you freak me out.
Yes.
You are so calm, it freaks me out.
yeah, it's too extreme.
Yeah.
It
You're
is
so
two
right.
extremes. And sometimes I think that's been happening with the final two lately. I mean, look at Lauren and Becca from last year with Ari.
totally.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let's just touch on Garrett a little bit. I do find that smirk very creepy.
I
And
don't find it creepy. I just feel like I don't know him. And I'm like, everything you say doesn't sound emotional. He says emotional words, but it doesn't feel emotional to me.
I thought it was really funny at the very end, right before the rose ceremony, before they go through, the door. It was almost like he was saying his like password to get through. He was just like, and I got divorced, and I'm just so happy that I found someone that I actually love, and I told her, and it feels good, and yeah, it's just feeling really good.
Yeah.
And then stood there, and then finally
Yeah.
walked through.
That's
I was like,
perfect.
this is
And-
so weird.
okay,
Can't elaborate. That was great.
I think, and one of the first things I noticed when I met Jared, when I met Dean, is that you have to talk about your emotions. And I think Dean and Jared, etc., and Nick and everyone I've met on this recap is so good at expressing themselves and so good at just pontificating and talking. And I wonder why Garrett was cast, because he does seem like he's reading off cue cards, or someone's in his an IFB is in his ear, and he's slowly saying what he wants to say.
Exciting. Yeah.
He gets a little more emotional in the next episode, which
I
is
know.
kind of nice.
It was calming for
Yeah.
me to see that we were gonna get more emotion, and I think even at the end of this episode, he started getting like a little
Yeah.
choked up, which I was like, okay, so maybe it's just his way of speaking, and we can't really get down on him for that.
Totally.
Right, but when I watch the show, I think, who would I like? What would I be like in a relationship with someone? And that person is definitely Jason.
Yeah,
Because
same. I mean, I think
Oh.
you don't.
What?
So wait, if
You
you,
like
were a
Blake?
single girl, you would be most drawn to who?
Oh gosh, of the three,
Yeah.
probably Blake.
Interesting.
But the only reason I'm saying that is because I like his I don't know what it is. There's something about Blake, and I see what Becca's saying. I don't know if we're seeing obviously we're not seeing all of it, and I'm hoping that there's like moments where maybe he's just more comfortable, because I feel like he not only puts it on, but then like he does this like nervous smile laugh thing where like he gets really like happy and excited, and it's a little too much. Like I just want him to turn that down a little bit. If I could really control and mold Blake, I would just have him turn that down, up like the sex appeal, chill out,
See, I
get
don't-
into it.
give him some
I don't know.
Valium.
He doesn't strike me as a guy that if he was the Bachelor, a whole bunch of girls would go after. He has his fans, and his fans love him, but when I don't find him the most easy to watch. I find him uncomfortable.
Jason is easy. He's
Yeah.
a strong, you can really rely on him.
Did Jason ever break a tear this episode? Because he was trying so hard not to break a tear. I don't think he did, and I just find him an upstanding gentleman.
But the way that his chin shaked was so attractive.
Shook.
Shaked. Oh my god.
I love you.
It's 9 in the morning.
So early.
No, seriously, I totally get what you're saying. He's a total gentleman. He's a full package, and sometimes it's hard to hear girls, because I feel like I've been that girl before where it's like, what is wrong with me? Like, why am I not interested in this guy? He's everything on paper, like any girl would be lucky. And then there's just this missing piece that you can't really put your finger on.
See, I was confused when she was saying that, because I'm like, if you're so sold on Jason being the full package, like the guy who's going to treat you perfectly, then what are you saying about Blake and Garrett?
Yeah. There's just like a
True.
piece that's there.
Yeah.
True.
It's
and
almost like she wanted to like Jason more than she wanted to like Blake and
So
Garrett.
is it a chemistry thing? Did she ever explain why she let it go? And that's why Jason came back to the hotel the day after. Well, of course, for the scrapbook. But because she did not explain why she sent him home.
She went into the whole, like, didn't see a future with him, like, something about his skyrise apartment. Like, I don't know, something clicked there, and she was like, skyrise? I don't know.
Trigger!
I think we've all been there where we're just looking for an out and we don't know how to label it exactly, and we're just like, I never liked skyrises, and then that was it.
I just think it's an unspoken chemistry that she has with the other two that she didn't have with Jason. Now, I don't mean physical chemistry, because obviously she loves the physical chemistry with Jason.
Yeah.
There's just something missing, and it's not her
fine.
fault, and it's totally fine.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Yeah.
It came to me a little bit. So Becca, I think maybe we haven't seen a ton of this, but I feel like she's kind of more of the alpha in a relationship, and that is exactly what Garrett needs. To a T.
Yes.
Blake is more of an equal, but Jason is absolutely an alpha.
Dominant, yeah.
There you go. There you have it.
That could definitely be part of it, yeah.
That is. So from what I see, I feel like Blake is going to win because of the chemistry and what I see, and because of the lack of speaking on Garrett's part. Who do you think is gonna go all the way?
If I'm watching the show, I have to say Blake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blake. She's the one. She said about him that she couldn't see a life without him. And at the end of this episode, she says, "I have to go with the person that I can't see a life without." So I think she set it up right there.
Yeah, and then throughout even the previous episodes, she's always responding to her ITMs, her interviews, saying, like, Blake doesn't know, but I feel the same way every time he says I love you.
Exactly. So she is in love with two people, which now is the MO of the Bachelor, Bachelorette. Ash, is this the Bachelor bubble?
It could be. I was asking Rachel and Ben this question yesterday. How do you have multiple crushes on people? And they were like, so mostly they're going to be just like crushes. Like, I like flirting with you. I could see you as a girlfriend.
Lust.
And then there's going to be, and then there's going to be like one or two people that you can like actually see it with. So, I don't know. I guess you can actually see it with two people.
Okay, but like, let's go back to
Answers.
Chris Soules, and like, did he, like, I never really felt that he was into Becca Tilly. Do you think?
Really? I thought he was very into Becca. I wasn't sure how much he was into his fiance.
Yeah, same. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, I don't really know why I brought that up, but I feel I don't. But then it brings me to, okay, Ben, he was in love with JoJo Lauren.
He set the standard for falling in love with two people and
Yeah,
basically
he did.
saying it out loud. Or at least he was the first to really say it out loud.
So
In modern
we
Bachelor
saw
history.
the tease for, Mental Hall is next week, and then the finale's in 2 weeks. Do we think she ever says "I love you" to Blake or Garrett?
I don't think she's going to say it out loud
She
to
does.
both.
I hope
really?
Well, I hope once she makes, or once the clarity hits her, that she's able to like finally say it. Because I feel like she's on like the edge of her seat, wanting to say it and holding back. So maybe.
Yeah.
But she won't say it to both of them. I don't think she.
I don't think she's going to say it to both of them.
No way.
What was nice, speaking of like the high-rise, sky-rise, or whatever, she said something along the lines of, I want to find clarity, like I need that moment, that epiphany, and then she got it, so maybe she'll get another
Epiphany.
moment like that.
How nice though. 'Cause,
Yeah, it's
like,
almost
I wish
nice.
it happened for everyone,
Yeah.
and they didn't have that eternal struggle for an entire episode, and we're just watching them die.
Yeah, she definitely has more guilt than most of the other Bachelor and
Yeah.
Bachelorettes, and I think it's just because of what happened to her with Ari.
But there's no
Exactly.
way around it, unfortunately. Like, you are gonna, like, her hugging her mom and her mom saying, like, there's, you know, you're gonna hurt someone, and that's
Yeah.
just what it is. Like, that
Yeah.
weight must just feel like when she was doubled over having a panic attack. I wanted to, ooh, I was feeling it.
I know, and I think that's part of her charm is that she's this down-to-earth Midwestern girl who really, really, truly cares for these guys.
Yeah.
And I mean, you could see that by her reaction with Jason.
Yeah.
And she now has multiple times said, I just can't breathe. I'd love to know what it was like just behind the scenes, like in comparison to other Bachelor, Bachelorettes.
Didn't you love the fact that they broke the fourth wall?
Yes!
I want them to break the fourth wall in every episode.
When?
So
Okay.
when they were in the marketplace,
Oh, when
in
wait, no, when
the marketplace, when she said when the sky rise
when the
thing.
Sky Race thing, and she's like, I need to go.
It's because it shows how much of a source of comfort and friendship the producers are to us.
I bet. I can totally tell that.
I'm not gonna out who it was, but
Yeah.
I was like, this is the longest we've ever seen a producer.
Yeah.
I know. I love that they actually showed her on the screen.
I know, instead of a parrot.
Yeah.
My parrot was funny.
It was. It was. It'll go down in history. Yeah, I loved that. And I said it a million times. I wish we saw more of that. But
It makes you in some way feel closer
Yeah.
to the Bachelor, Bachelorette. You're
It
like,
humanizes
oh, this
them.
isn't just for camera. This is something
Real.
they're really experiencing.
this is real. Real life. So, do we have anything else to talk about? Or
Do we think Jason's gonna be the Bachelor?
I want him to be.
Yeah, I don't know
don't
what the
know.
other option.
I think
remember where they pulled an Ari? He came
yeah.
out of 5 years later.
Okay, well, no, we have to think of the runner-up. So, like, if the runner-up is Garrett or Blake, is he going to have priority over Jason?
I don't know. I think it's.
I just
No,
think Jason
neither
is
of them
so
can
much
handle
more
it.
charismatic,
Yeah, I
and I
agree.
also find Jason to be the kind of guy that girls will want to fight over.
Yeah.
I don't see it getting vicious with the other two.
He's in the fine. What was he?
Is
He's
he?
Wall Street?
No, he's
from
Seattle.
He's from Buffalo.
No, he's from Buffalo. But no,
He
Jason
lives-
does.
Jason lives in Seattle.
Oh, that's right.
What?
I thought he worked
The
on.
Sky
no, he
Rise
does.
in
The Sky
Seattle.
Rise is in Seattle. She said.
You guys,
You're
he's from
right.
Buffalo.
No, I know he's from Buffalo.
He's
but
currently
he must-
living in Seattle?
That's what she
Yes.
said last night. That's
Oh,
right.
wow. How did I
But I
miss
thought
that?
he was a banker. I thought for some reason I remember saying Wall Street.
No, he could deal with money for
I know,
sure.
but Wall Street's
he seems
different.
that
Investment
right.
banker?
No, I don't know if it said investment. I don't know.
I don't know, but he does a
Why
good
don't
job
we
with
know?
money.
We have to know, so he has to be the Bachelor, so we can learn more about.
Right,
him.
exactly. I think Blake could be it in a few years when he matures and maybe
Yeah.
get some Xanax in his system.
Yeah.
Garrett could not get words out.
Yeah.
So it's
Garrett
either
would be a Crystal's Bachelor, which works if you have the most
yeah,
amazing
totally.
cast of females.
best season ever.
Oh my gosh.
Chris Soul's Bachelor.
Chris reminds
That's how
me,
you say it.
Chris and him remind me so much of each other.
Yep.
Yep.
You would know.
Yep. Yeah, so I hope it's Jason. When will we find out?
September.
No.
Labor
I
Day
can't
weekend,
wait.
that's what it normally is.
You'll know.
Ah, okay. So Ash,
Yeah.
you went to Men Tell All
Yes.
for us. It's
So-
embargoed until tomorrow.
Yes.
So
I can tease a little bit of the interview we have with Jason. He tells us about whether or not he would have preferred to go to the fantasy suite and be dumped afterward.
Oh.
It was good.
ooh.
Yeah.
So we'll post that on Access online tomorrow, the 25th.
Yep.
And you also, how long did you interview Colton for?
Like good 5 minutes, but that 5 minutes doesn't sound very long. But like in back and forth time, it is.
And then what was like the most shocking? Who shocked you the most during the taping? Was it Jordan, Jason?
Jordan is a blabbermouth. You know, he just talked and talked and talked. But the most shocking thing came from the mouth of Jean Blanc, and I'm not sure if they're gonna air it, but I had my jaw dropped for like 5 minutes.
And he was the cologne guy.
He was the cologne guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's airing next Monday.
In direction to Colton. There's a
Oh.
comment to Colton.
Oh.
And I was like,
Oh. Interesting.
yeah.
Ooh, it could either be in the promo or not air at all. Who
It
knows?
may not air at all. It was so bad.
Oh. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll tell us that off camera.
Yeah.
All right, Daniella, what is going on with you besides your beautifully curated Instagram?
Oh gosh, I don't know about that. I'd
It
say
is.
you're
no,
beautifully
yours
curated
is much
Instagram.
better.
Yeah, I'm just still working. I'm more on the creator side now. So hopefully I could have a show of my own come to fruition. Until
Yes.
then,
Besides this,
I just auditioned my life away.
the life of an actor host. Well, thank you guys for doing this, and I can't believe we only have 2 weeks left.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Wow. I can't wait. I actually am really excited for the finale.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Me too.
Oh, wait, also
Brick,
she's
what-
been wearing a lot of white, which is so cute. She wears white in every episode.
Aw,
I know,
that's
but that
you know, like,
lace,
she's really
that
owning that-
lace coat,
I didn't like that.
vomit.
But
Yeah.
like
Sorry,
it was
not
very
sorry.
much
The-
like
with
in
the
your
color.
face. I want to be a wife. Like I'm ready for
Aw.
this. I'm living out my last moments of not being engaged, and I'm gonna wear white. And I just want
Right,
to
and they say the word family about 1,000 times, so I feel like this could air on Hallmark Channel. Oh, just side thought. All right, thank you guys so very much. Bye.
Bye.